So I'm doing a quick review of this Dobe console grip for the Nintendo Switch 2, and let's check it out. So here's the grip, and as you can see, it's kind of just exactly what you'd expect a Satisfye grip to look like. It's got the nice chunky grips on the side, and it's got padding so that your Switch is not quite touching the hard plastic. And it also has these feet so that it kind of stands up by itself. And this thing was only 16 bucks or $16.99. So kind of brings you to question, why would I get the Satisfye if I can get this thing for much, much cheaper? So let's go ahead and check it out. So I've already tried this out, and I can tell you the negatives right away. For one, it doesn't dock. So that's kind of a big deal. I guess the upside of that is that it's very easy to slide this in and out. There you go. You can see that it doesn't really make any loud like scratching when it's sliding in. So it's not really scratching too much. But that brings me to the second downside, that it does kind of scratch your Switch. So these two little side pieces right here, they do make contact with the Joy-Cons, and there's no padding on this part. And I can go ahead and show you some pictures where I did notice it does leave a little faint mark. Actually, I can see it right now appearing on this right side as I take it out. I don't know if it'll come up on camera, but there's like a line appearing right there. And I noticed that I can actually get rid of this line by just using I just put some isopropyl alcohol on this little microfiber cloth, and then I just rub it, and it actually comes off. I'm assuming that what that tells me is that the plastic on the Switch is more durable or harder than the plastic on this little grip. So I'm assuming that it's actually just like this grip kind of just rubbing. The plastic on here is like rubbing off on the Switch, so it's not actually, maybe it's not actually quite scratching the Switch, but I would assume that it would probably scratch it over time, because now I really can't see the scratch anymore now, that mark, now that I've wiped it. But I definitely am not confident that it's not going to leave a scratch over time that will be noticeable. So even when you could see the scratch, it's very faint. I guess it all depends on how much you care about a little scratch on your Joy-Cons. These are like $100 for the pair, but at the same time, they're gonna get scratched up with use no matter what. So I guess it just depends how much that matters to you. Like, are you gonna pay an extra $40 for the Satisfye grip when you can get this thing for a fraction of the price? Because I've been using it, and honestly, it's really quite comfortable. I think this is the right kind of grip that you want for the Switch, where the grips kind of bulge outwards into your palms, as opposed to like the D-brand grips, which kind of just go vertically. Like, they have depth to them, but not they don't go out horizontally. I personally don't find those very comfortable. I have a grip like that's very similar to the D-brand one, and I don't find it very comfortable at all. I just feel like it doesn't really add anything. It doesn't add anything for your hands to hold on to too much. Whereas this is actually a very comfortable grip for me. So yeah, I can actually see myself using this despite the scratching issues personally. But at the same time, I don't know if I'd recommend it, because it doesn't dock, and it does kind of scratch your Joy-Cons. But overall, it's just fine. I will say also, I know that this is obviously a cheaper version of the Satisfye. You can tell because it also doesn't use the rubberized texture on the grips. This is just really just hard plastic. This is the back, by the way. You can see it has a textured design here, but it's not actually textured at all. It's really just for looks. It's hard plastic. It does have the game slots. The game slots actually are padded, so these will probably be fine for holding games. You probably won't damage your cartridge at all. Honestly, overall, I'm not worried about this case damaging my Switch too much. I think it's just fine. They did a fine job with it. It's just clearly a cheaper version of the Satisfye. It's a knockoff. It's not quite as nice, but it does get the job done. It does make the grip of this switch much more comfortable to hold. Like I do genuinely enjoy using it so far. It's kind of funny to think about, like why doesn't it dock? So the reason it doesn't dock is these are just too close together. Like if they were below the Joy-Cons, like the one on the Satisfye grip, then it would be able to dock. But since they're here, it kind of bumps into the dock, and it makes it too thick to go into the dock. So it kind of makes me question, like, did they intentionally do that? Maybe it's like, maybe Satisfye's like patented their design of this grip, so maybe companies are not actually allowed to copy them too closely. I'm really not sure, but this just does not dock for that reason. And yeah, overall, it's not too bad, but that's what we got. This is the knockoff McDonald's edition Satisfye grip, and it is just okay.